What's good? It's your boy Fanon. All right, UK, you can say thank you to America right now for Deontay Wilder just bringing a whole lot of excitement to the boxing world. All kind of drama. You get Deontay Wilder going back and forth with John Fury, Deontay Wilder going back and forth with Tyson Fury. You get a whole bunch of new fans in the UK getting to see the WBC heavyweight champion of the world get stepping into the ring later on today to confront Tyson Fury if he wins against Pineda. And finally, even in the middle of the night, man, you get unexpected excitement in Billy Joe Saunders throwing half a chicken at Deontay Wilder and getting chased out of a restaurant. Man, I swear you cannot write this stuff, man. You cannot make this stuff up. Now, I got a bunch of texts, man. Thank you to the subscribers. Well, first of all, let me do this. Hey, thanks everybody for listening to the video. Also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can know when we release videos. And also, when we do live streams, going to do a live stream a little later today, man. So it should be fun talking about all this stuff. And thank you to everybody that supports the channel on Patreon, Venmo, and the super chats in the live streams. Now, here we go, man. Billy Joe Saunders. See, the people called me and said, hey man, Billy Joe Saunders is a racist. He's throwing chicken at Deontay Wilder in a restaurant and running out like a sucker. First of all, I got to put that to rest. I don't know. I mean, there might be other things that he said that would lead people to believe that, but I don't know whether or not the chicken was fried or not. No, I'm joking. Seriously, that was some tacky stuff. But all in all, man, I think he threw it because he dang sure wasn't gonna throw no hands at that big old boy. If you saw the video, they shook hands and he must have said something crazy, and Deontay Wilder stood up. Man, he looked like he was talking to a 6-year-old boy. Billy Joe Saunders looked up and skedaddled. Oh man, that was hilarious, man. Deontay Wilder is a big boy who was not afraid to throw hands, man. Nor is his brother. I think that was his brother in the red who chased him out of the place. But what happened with that is what happened with that, man. Stuff like that happens all the time. It could have been it could have been any two people out late at night. Both of them got really aggressive tendencies. Billy Joe Saunders' son punched. I mean, that's the type of person that Billy Joe Saunders is. Well, at least the first time that I saw for sure when I was paying attention to Billy Joe Saunders was before the Billy Joe Saunders Willie Monroe fight, and Billy Joe Saunders' son punched Willie Monroe in the testicles, and Billy Joe Saunders didn't say anything to his son about it. So, he's teaching his son to be rude. He's rude. He's crass, all of that nonsense, man. He could very well have specifically picked out a piece of chicken to throw at Deontay Wilder because that's what, he was thinking, like he was planning it out. Or it could have just been what was closest in his hand at the time to pick up and throw. But we all know why he ran. He ran because, in the words of Terrence Crawford, you better focus on your fight before you don't get to your fight. And he got a fight against Demetrius Andre coming up. And if Deontay Wilder had caught him with one, they would have had to reschedule that, man. They would have had to reschedule that due to injury, due to him being under a concussion protocol for several weeks. So, it is what it is, man. But as far as the whole thing, and this, like yesterday and today, there's excitement. I'm laughing at it because it's exciting, because it's fun. One of the best things about boxing, one of the few advantages that you have in boxing, besides the sport itself and what goes on in the ring, but I'm talking about just like how the fights are set up, is that you have so much lead up and tension to fights once they're named, that you really do get to enjoy a lot of conversation back and forth about fights for months on end, right? This fight, with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder would be in December. If, of course, Tyson Fury gets by, what's his name? Pinata. By the way, man, listening to Deontay Wilder calling him Pinata, man, that's a fun, it's just funny, man. But it's several months of a lot of talking back, a lot of really big personalities engaging with one another, insulting one another, and it creates a lot of tension, and it creates a lot of expectation. And that's why I said, man, this fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury can get huge. And I know, I waffle back between the financial side of the boxing and what's happening inside the ring, but these are conversations that are had in boxing, so I'm going to mention it. There's a lot of people that really doubt that Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury can be a very successful fight in the United States. Well, I've made this argument before. When you have guys with that level of personality, and they are out there marketing a fight and marketing one another, and they're that dang big, if they take this same energy that we saw this weekend first at the weigh-in, I mean, you guys cats snapping off at the weigh-in. Then you're going to have a bout. Then you're going to have something going on after the bout. And you got chicken fights in the middle of the night. You don't know. There might be something going on in the airport. But if they can carry on that level of intensity, that level of drama all the way through December, man, that fight's going to be big, man, because it's a whole circus around it, man. And I can't remember. Somebody left this on my page saying, when was the last time that there were two heavyweights that were going to face one another that both had that big a personality and were that willing to engage and were that serious about what they were trying to do? And I can't remember it. You have, of course, Muhammad Ali's personality is as big as they come, but he never had anybody that was really able to go at him at him like he was going at the other guy. It was never that big, amount of talk on both sides of it. I'm sure I'm talking about in the heavyweight division. Of course, Macho Camacho might have run into somebody, but most of these guys are corporate. A lot of these guys right now are taking, either they don't have the personality, like they really don't have the personality, like they really are quiet. Like Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis seems to me he's a pretty quiet guy. He goes about his business. He's dead serious about hurting you, but he's a quiet guy, man. She's not a boisterous, flamboyant guy. Evander Holyfield's not a boisterous and flamboyant guy. Mike Tyson can be. He can be that way. But even Mike Tyson is not as consistently like that as Tyson Fury is. And Deontay Wilder can be that way, but Deontay Wilder also is not, he does it. He's willing to do it. He talks his game. He's yelling at Bomb Squad. So, yeah, man, he's an active participant in the promotion of the fight. And when you have two guys like that doing that, and you even throw in the chicken toss with Billy Joe Saunders, that creates interest. So when they go to ESPN and they go to the other, the media outlets that people typically do, you usually see boxers on the Breakfast Club, and and it's heavyweights. So you're going to have like you will have Mexican fight fans and Spanish speaking fight fans that are going to be interested in it because it's the heavyweight division. So, and it's not like everybody has, there's a finite number of really great heavyweight fighters. There's only a few of them. And in my opinion, there's three, and only one from the UK. I'll put it that way. But anyway, man, it's just going to be really, really exciting, man. It was fun. I didn't get mad when I saw that stuff go down in Nando's barbecue. What is it? I say Nando's barbecue. I don't know, whatever it was. Nando's chicken. It must be some place that is well known in the UK, in Belfast, because people say, Nando's, like it's something people should know. So, yeah, it's so what? Almost. It's just going to add, there's going to be a lot of insulting. There's going to be a lot of, things that people say and do that are going to be inappropriate. Like Deontay Wilder telling Peter Fury, look, yeah, just be there when I knock your son out. Or all that type of stuff, man. I just think that it's going to be exciting. And, I got to put my plug in here, man. And like just like I said in the beginning of this video, you guys can say, UK guys, you can say thank you, man, to Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury for coming up and making heavyweight boxing exciting. Because it's, the other corporate crap that they're trying to feed out of there, out of Watford, I guess is it Watford? That crap is boring, man. That is just people trying to fill a corporate void. They're not doing it for the fans. They're doing it for the corporations. And they're trying to make the fighter aligned to whatever the brand of the sponsor is. Right. So if it's about elegance, they're trying to be elegant, and it just like Deontay Wilder said, man, this is not a gentleman's sport. This is not a gentleman. In an interview, I think it was an interview with Michelle Joy Phelps. Shout out to Michelle Joy Phelps. He said it's not a gentleman's sport. And, because you're trying to go in there and try to knock each other's head off. So they're not going to be approaching it like that. And I think that that's going to add a lot of fun to the whole event. But anyway, with that, I'm looking forward to the fight today. And I really enjoyed all that drama going on yesterday. And I don't take any offense about, Billy Joe Saunders throwing something. I'm glad it didn't land and hurt anybody. I'm glad a chicken wing didn't bust anybody in the eye. And, we already knew Billy Joe Saunders was a jackass. But, hey, man, if it adds fun and it helps build the fight, if it builds tension between the two sides and we get a good, exciting heavyweight fight, that's all we've been looking for years, man. That's what we've been looking for years. Not necessarily, and it doesn't have to be the Vladimir Klitschko, polite, shake your hands, and Anthony Joshua smile together, hug each other, never say a bad word about each other. And then go in and have a good fight where the fight was good, because Vladimir Klitschko versus Anthony Joshua was a very exciting fight. But the build up to the fight was boring. And what happened after the fight was trash, right? So, it is what it is, man. This can have excitement and real drama in the ring and outside the ring, which would make it the complete package for boxing. Anyway, with that, I'm out. Peace.